Welcome back to Jess of the North. Today I'm taking you through step 2 in making country wines, which is moving it from your primary fermentation bucket to the secondary fermentation container, because I personally find it easiest to continue starting different wine types in succession. After I'm done moving the rhubarb out of the fermentation bucket, I'm going to be putting a Marigold wine that I'm starting on the stovetop in the fermentation bucket. Found this recipe for Marigold wine in this Homemade Country Wines book, which was originally published in 1955. One of the things that I like best about making country wines is that there's all these weird and interesting recipes available to you outside of your traditional grape base. The Marigold wine recipe calls for 2 quarts of marigold flowers, 3 pounds of sugar, 1 gallon of water, 2 oranges, 1 lemon, and then your yeast type of choice for your wine. For the rhubarb wine to move to secondary fermentation, I need to first remove the plant material. You can do this with whatever makes the most sense to you. Since my material is all larger pieces, I'm just using a large sieve. If you have a pulpier mixture, then you might want to use something like cheesecloth. Once all the material is removed, I use a bit of clean hose to siphon from the fermentation bucket to the clean 1 gallon carboys. I fill about to the base of the handle of the carboys. If you're a little bit short on the volume, you can add some simple syrup mixture, which is just water and sugar. I did have to do that for my 2nd gallon carboy container in this grouping. Once both carboys are as full as you'd like, you attach an airlock. These come in a couple of different shapes and sizes. Mine come in the little starter plastic varieties, and those have worked so far for my purposes. I then fill those airlocks with filtered water up to the line that's marked on the airlock, which allows the carbon dioxide inside the carboy to escape, but does not allow outside oxygen and bacteria to get inside the carboy. Prior to having airlocks, I did use just a basic party balloon, and I put a small pinprick at the top of the balloon so that gases could escape as the balloon expanded, but nothing was able to get in as the balloon deflated. Essentially, whatever you use, you just want to understand that the goal is to prevent outside contamination from getting into your container, but still allow the pressure from fermentation inside the container to escape as it needs to. The wine will need to sit in a warm environment for about 4 to 6 weeks. Since I'm not using a specific gravity measurement, this means that I'm watching for the bubbles to stop escaping the airlock. When no more bubbles are escaping, it means the sugars have been consumed by fermentation and the yeast has died. This is the point that I label my carboys with what type of wine is in it and when I filled it. If you're someone who needs a calendar reminder to come back and check on these things, go ahead and set that calendar reminder in your app of choice. And that's it for step 2. In about a month, we'll move on to racking the wine. Until then, I'll catch you next time.